everybody. It's me, Timmy Flyersguy, and welcome to this week's edition of the Timmy Flyersguy podcast. I'm your host, Timmy Flyersguy. In today's episode, I am going to be doing a Q&A episode, and I will be answering questions that I gathered from my Twitter followers and people I follow on Twitter as well. So let me just bring up my notepad. First question is from @Tib_43. If you could ride a Harley Davidson or Honda Cruiser or Cross Rocket from Giggles, is there anywhere in the world you would like to go? Well, that's an easy question. There's one place I'd love to go. I would love to go to California so I could visit Elena, because I love her and I think she's amazing, and I just would really like to visit her because she came all the way out here to see me, and someday I would like to maybe return the favor. Hopefully. Next question is from @Prince Playmates. Do you think it takes more skill to score a 40-foot hockey goal or 400-foot home run? Damn, man, that's a tough question, because I'm more of a hockey guy. I never really watched baseball. I've been to a game, but I don't really know, the answer to that question, but I will tell you, both games can be intense at times. Both sports can be intense. So I really don't know the answer to that question. And if I Google it, then I'd be cheating. And I don't want to cheat. My next question is from @Karen Erin. What's your favorite music, in addition for making YouTube videos? What do you like to do for fun? Do you have any advice for anyone with similar disabilities? Okay. My favorite kind of music. I like all kinds of music. I like a wide variety of music. I like rap, I like a little bit of rock, I like a little metal. I like a little country. And, I kinda like dubstep. Dubstep's okay. Pretty good music. And, what I like to do for fun is I like to go on Twitter and interact with people. Sometimes when it's a nice day, I like to go outside, go for a walk. I like to watch Flyers games. I know you're from New York. You're probably a Rangers fan, or I'm a fan. That's okay, but yeah, I also like to FaceTime with people and chat with them on Facebook as well. And I like to do live streams sometimes. And my advice for people with similar disabilities, you just gotta take it one day at a time. And don't worry about what people think of you or how people judge you. You do you. My second question from Prince Playmates, @Prince Playmates. My 5 favorite musical groups. Let's see, Green Day, Weezer, Man, this is tough. Green Day, Weezer, AC/DC, AC/DC, um, let's see, AC/DC, the Beatles. No, I'm gonna start over. I gotta start over. Green Day, Weezer, the Beatles, AC/DC, and Nirvana. Those are my 5 favorite musical groups. My next question is from Atlanta Koshka XOXO. Do you have chest hair? And what do you do to help you sleep? Well, I have a substantial amount of chest hair. I'm not really hairy. I'm not like David Hasselhoff hairy or Chewbacca hairy. I don't have a hairy back, but I do have the right amount of sophisticated chest hair. And what I do to help me fall asleep, I just watch TV and I take a medication called tizanidine and makes me fall asleep. I get a little drowsy, I fall asleep, and then I go to bed. That's how I fall asleep. And for the chest hair, it's alright. I have chest hair. I am an adult. I do grow chest hair. But I don't want to grow too much. I don't want to look like David Hasselhoff on Baywatch. My next question is from XXX. My next question is from XXX for keeps. How many games have you been to? That's a tough question. I used to go to a lot of games when my dad was alive. But unfortunately, after he passed away, it got pretty hard for me to get to games. And I miss him because me and him went to a lot of games together. And it's just been hard. But I did go to a lot of games. The last game I went to was in 2016 or 2015. That was my last game. I think it was 2016. I forget, it was my last game. And the Flyers were playing the Arizona Coyotes. And that was my last game until my dad got really sick and ended up in the hospital, and then later that year I got passing away, so it's really hard. Plus I have nurses that come at 10 o'clock, and they have to be here at a certain time, so that's pretty hard. I'm hoping I get to go to at least one afternoon Flyers game. Maybe, I don't know. My next question is from Joshy Clark 69. Who's your favorite Flyers player of all time? What kind of music do you listen to? And what's your favorite hang on hold on a second. What's your favorite movie? Alright, Joshy. My favorite kind of music is, well, I have a wide variety of music. I have a lot of playlists on my Amazon Echo, and I listen to a lot of great music from the 80s, 90s, 2000s. I like a little bit of country, a little bit of rock and roll, a little bit of metal, a little bit of rap, a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of R&B, My favorite player of all time? That is a tough one, because I've had a lot of favorite flyers of all time. But I will tell you, I know a lot of people are not gonna like this, but my favorite flyer of all time was Eric Lindros. I just really liked his ability out there. I was gonna say Peter Forsberg at first, but that was a tough one. I'll have to choose Lindros because I grew up watching hockey in the early 80s, late 90s, so I'd say Eric Lindros. My favorite movie, I would have to say, my favorite movie would have to be Forrest Gump. I don't know, I just like it. I think it's a classic. I think Robert Zemeckis is a great director. He's made some great movies. And I really like Forrest Gump. Because it's very, it's got some substance to it. I really like it. It's one of my favorite movies. My next question is from Stewart TH. Nine two two 2205. Sorry I forgot your Twitter name now. You got a lot of numbers for your Twitter name. But, okay, here's a question from Stewart. You're ranking for best Philly cheesesteak. Well, this is a tough question. Because if I get the wrong answer, a lot of people are going to be pissed. But if I get the right answer, a lot of people are going to be happy. I don't really know what best cheesesteaks are. Because in my opinion, I have never had a bad cheesesteak. And I can't really rank all of them because I've never had a bad one. Except for maybe the pizza place around my way that used to be open. Their cheesesteaks, they weren't that good. But I will tell you, Philadelphia does make good cheesesteaks. In Philadelphia, they're very critical about their cheesesteaks and how they like them. So that's a tough question. My next question is from Larry Reed times 3. At Larry Reed times 3. Do you think X-ray material is good or bad, and why? Well, that's a tough question. I do think it's good if women or men in the industry want to make money to help put food on the table for their families and help support their families. But also, if somebody has a real religious family, that can be very tough for somebody in the adult industry because it's hard to tell your parents that you work in the adult industry. That's a tough thing to do. But I do respect what the men and women do in that industry. It is a tough industry because you're judged on how you look, how you dress, and what you look like. But now, the world of adult films has changed so much that now people are very positive about how they look. And people, no matter how I don't discriminate. I like all female adult film stars. It doesn't matter if you're curvy, if you have abs, it doesn't matter, because no matter what you have on the outside isn't as beautiful as what you have on the inside, because what you have inside is important. And yes, the adult industry can be a good thing, but also can be a bad thing, because kids that are under 18 can go onto a porn site and make them lie about how old they are. And I don't think that's right, because you have to be 18. You can't lie about your age. That's the answer to my question. Also, another thing is, a lot of adult film stars are passing away too quickly. We lost Zoe Parker, and we lost a lot of other women too that were very important in the industry, and it's tough, because a job like that, it's not all fun and glamorous. It can be, it can be a tough job. People don't know what's going on in someone's life. They don't know what's going on behind the scenes. They don't know if they're being treated well on set, and it's just not right. But there are some good aspects about the adult industry. They do a lot of great charity work for terminally ill kids who have cancer or other terminal diseases. And they donate a lot of money, and they help people too. My next question is from Ryder Rihanna. Your favorite movie? I said that before, but I will answer you again. My favorite movie is Forrest Gump. And that goes for the question for at Spencer Bradley. My favorite movie is Forrest Gump. I just want to thank everybody for participating in my Q&A. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for all your questions. I love you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. This concludes my podcast. Thank you.